So no, lights is good. Lights is good. Thanks. So I'm Jaap Meijers. I've been building Twist for the last 3 years. I started in 2009, and it's a Twitter application which lets people know when they can see the ISS at their location. And there's a couple of things I learned while building this application, and I thought I'd share it with you. So this is 10 things you never knew about the ISS. So some people can never see the ISS. You may know this, but the ISS has an inclination of 51.7 degrees, right, in reference to the equator. So the ISS crosses the equator twice on each orbit. Lights is better because then I can read my on paper. So it never goes over the poles. So there's a lot of countries where they won't be able to see the ISS. 60 degrees from the equator, they'll never see the ISS. Does that mean I have on Twitter no followers for Twist above those lines? Of course I do. There's 413 people who will never see the ISS, but who are following my account. So most are in Scandinavia, but there's also 37 in Canada, 14 in Russia, and even 5 on the South Pole will never see the ISS. Never, sorry. So, I need to go faster. Oh my God. Okay, so what if an astronaut follows Twist on the ISS? So the thing is, will he get a lot of messages all the time from you can see the ISS? No. What happens is he get this DM. Twist doesn't understand your location, which I think is ironic for an ISS alerter. But then André Kuipers, he got this DM. He followed Twist. And the funny thing is, he tweeted about Twist even, and then I got like 1,500 followers in 1 hour. So I was kind of proud of that, of course, you'll understand. Okay, so sometimes things go haywire. All the predictions, predicting when ISS is going to fly over. It's not trivial, but it can be done, and we're quite good at it. I'm kind of proud. NASA is not always better, though. I'm proud of that too. So why does it go haywire? Well, I don't know how fast I'm going. Am I going too fast? All right, so no, I am going too fast. I think I got my things messed up anyway. This is what I wanted to talk about, right? There you go. No, so sometimes everything goes haywire, and that's because sometimes ISS is boosted into a higher orbit. It gets dragged down to Earth. So because there's an orbital decay, it goes down to Earth 2 kilometers every month. So they push it up. An EVA or an ATV goes up and pushes it. Where am I? So then it gets pushed up. Everything, all the predictions, they're wrong. They don't fit anymore. So that's why sometimes things are not right for like a day or something. They have night glider mode on the ISS. Paulo, did you know that? Night glider mode. So to prevent the ISS from catching all the wind, they're still at that altitude. There's still wind particles, air. So that's what it drags it down. It slows it down. So sometimes they will flatten the solar panels, so it will fall less fast, gets less drag. So that's night glider mode. I never heard about it. They say it's 30% less drag just by flattening solar panels when they're in the dark. Where am I? Oh, I've put in too much information in my presentation. Shouldn't have. Yeah, go. Okay, so this is my favorite word when predicting ISS passes. It's albedo. Albedo means reflectiveness. So total reflecting of the sun is 1. I don't know the albedo for the ISS, but I do know with its huge solar panels, that's the reason you can see it, the reflection of the sun. But I'll tell you one secret though. The predicting the magnitude, the brightness, is guesswork. But I have to speed up. I could explain, but I have to speed up. Because the question is, can the ISS flare? Can you actually, see it reflecting the sun even more for a while? And yes, you can. Sometimes it will, as a mirror, you flare up like to -8, magnitude -8. For a second. Because, okay, flyby. Oh yeah, flybys. Oh my God. I'm going to do 2 later on, right? I'm going to do it again. What if the ISS were to fly by, not at 400 kilometers an hour, but at 30 meters? Well, this is the answer. You'd be killed. There would be atomic explosions everywhere. You'd be killed by the blast wave. But the question, it flies 7.7 kilometers an hour, a second, of course. So that's terribly fast. Would you be able to see it at all? It's huge. It's like a football field. So would you be able to see it fly by if it were going past you? The answer is not at all. If you were looking like this, it's coming, flying by you, not a chance. If you're looking in the direction of where it's coming, maybe. We're still doing the math. There's a blog post coming up on it. But if you blink, you'll miss it. So another question I get sometimes, couldn't the twist, the prediction of the passes, couldn't you use it for something else? We did it for this. There's a Dutch town where they get Twitter alerts, not for the ISS, but for the trash cans whenever they are picked up. What happens, so this is already number 9 or number 10 it is, what happens if you misspell twist? Well, this poor woman in Norway gets a lot of questions. When can I see the ISS? She actually had to change her bio to, I am not the International Space Station. She's all right with it, though. I'm sorry I tried to put so much in one presentation, but this was it already. I mean, I wanted to share lots more, and I know about seeing it during daylight. Next time I'm going to do the same thing, but then at half the speed. If you want to know more, talk to me. Follow Twist for ISS alerts on Twitter. I think that's it. I'm sorry.